You know the old expression, when God closes a door, he opens a window. Well, I think right now that saying applies to Sidney Powell, the Trump-loving attorney who swears the 2020 election was stolen, even though it wasn't. She was this week removed from the Smartmatic voting systems lawsuit, the defamation lawsuit. She was taken off that suit by the judge, said, no, you can't go after her. You don't have jurisdiction, not happening. But then on the same day that this happened, it was revealed that the State Bar of Texas has filed their own lawsuit against Sidney Powell seeking disciplinary action because she knowingly filed fictitious lawsuits claiming the 2020 election was stolen. So she may not have to pay out a bunch of money to Smartmatic, but on the flip side, the window that God opened up is you may lose your ability to practice law because you filed these fictitious lawsuits, which of course would significantly hinder your ability to make money in the future. So instead of having to pay out money, Texas State Bar is like, we're just going to make it to where you can't make money in the future, at least not as a lawyer, because my God, the evidence is overwhelming that you had to have known that these lawsuit election challenges you were filing were based on total nonsense. That's what the State Bar is arguing. And of course, this is going to take some time here to see if the disciplinary action does in fact come down the pipeline from Sidney Powell, for Sidney Powell, I should say. We've already seen it happen in the state of Michigan, so I don't have a whole lot of reason to believe that things might be different in Texas. Except, of course, for the fact that it's Texas and, well, anything goes, especially in their legal system. But what this is showing, and America needs to pay attention to this, not just for the Sidney Powell thing, but just for, future reference. You can't just go and randomly file a lawsuit accusing somebody of doing something when you have no evidence of such, right? Like, I couldn't go and file a lawsuit against my neighbor for property damage, walk into court and be like, yep, dude was throwing eggs at my house and it caused all kinds of damage. Do you have video of him doing it? Well, no. Do you have photographs of the eggs? Well, no. Do you have any evidence of damage? Well, no, but I really think he was throwing eggs at my house. See, that's actually illegal to file a lawsuit making a claim that you are unable to back up at all. You can't make stuff up in a court filing, in a legal filing. That is illegal in most states across the country. And I say most states because there's a couple, a little bit more lenient. But Sidney Powell didn't go there. She went to the states where, it's illegal to do this, and you're going to have to face the consequences of doing this. And again, I always point this out with Rudy Giuliani, but I think it's worthwhile to point it out with Sidney Powell too. Rudy Giuliani is facing all kinds of legal problems, potential jail time, because he wanted to be in Donald Trump's inner circle. Sidney Powell, same thing. Sidney Powell would just continue to be your run-of-the-mill lawyer, right-wing lawyer, sure, but lawyer, without facing any kind of legal problems had she not wanted to be a part of that Donald Trump inner circle. Had she not thrown her lot in with them, she'd be fine. She would have no problems in the world right now. She'd be continuing her legal career, and nobody outside of the little right-wing sphere that she was already in would even know that she existed. She did this to herself voluntarily and unnecessarily. So I have no sympathy for her. If she loses her license, if she can't practice law in most of the states around the country, good. You did that to yourself. And it's about time that some of these Republicans learn that, guess what? Your consequences do in fact, your actions do in fact have consequences. I kind of pulled a Lauren Boebert there. But for real, you did this to yourself. You got nobody to blame but you. So if you lose your license, that's just what happens to people who go all in with Donald Trump. It doesn't end well for any of them. And being somebody who works side by side with Rudy Giuliani for so long, I'd have thought you'd have picked up on that by now. Hey everyone, this is Aspen. And did you know that for the low cost of $0 per day, you can subscribe to the Fair and Balanced YouTube channel? We also encourage you to like, comment, and share, but again, click that subscribe button and help Aspen not be so grumpy.